Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And we are here tonight, and tonight we have wrestling show. The first thing I'm going to talk about is Andrade. They're saying he had a shoulder surgery in November, but the plan being he could be clear by June for the start of Collision. So they're hoping that's the case. If not, obviously they're willing to wait, but that's the plan. That he had a surgery in November, and they're hoping that by June he's ready to go. So that's why he's being advertised for the debut of Collision, Andrade El Idolo. So let's see how that goes. They're saying Brian Danielson's going to be helping out with Collision backstage with the creative. He's going to be part of that. So he's going to be helping the younger wrestlers with maybe their promos or maybe ideas like moves to do during the matches. So maybe Brian Danielson perhaps slowly moving in more into maybe more of a behind the scenes role more than a wrestler. We'll see what happens, but maybe this is the start of it if he's going to be helping out with creative. Drew McIntyre, they're saying he's, obviously he been nicked a little bit with some injuries, but they're saying at this point it's mostly the creative plans, man. He's not happy with the way his storylines have gone, his character, and that's why he hasn't been in WWE for a while on WWE TV. Remember, his contract's supposed to expire soon, so they don't know what's going on. But yeah, apparently they have said it was a combination of both the injuries and he was not happy with creative. But now they're saying it's mostly creative he's not happy with. That's why he hasn't been on TV. So we'll see if they can figure that one out. There's Nick Khan said that they're willing to change SmackDown to a different day. He said in the past SmackDown was on Tuesdays and also on Thursdays. So we are willing to change the day if whatever network wants to sign with us and they don't want it to go on Fridays. We are willing to change the day. So we'll see what happens. Could SmackDown be switching over? The thing is, my guess, if they switch over to like Tuesdays, then they're probably gonna switch NXT. Probably they might even just flip flop them. Maybe have SmackDown on Tuesdays, NXT on Fridays. I think Thursday would be the day, right? That would probably be the day that would make the most sense. Now, the problem is you wouldn't compete during the football season with Thursday Night Football. But at least Thursday Night Football, you're not competing on TV at least, right? You're competing with Amazon. So at least if people who don't have Amazon, it's easier to watch you. At least it's not like Monday Night Football, which is on ESPN. So we'll see. I would think, Thursday, but we'll see what happens. So they're willing to change today. They're saying Kenny Omega, after the show was over this past Wednesday night, and Adam Page reunited with the elites. He pretty much made a promo saying how, we used to have problems, to have beef, but now we settled things. We're grown men. They were pretty much saying he was taking a shot at CM Punk right there with that promo he did, kind of like saying, hey, let's maybe like try to sit down and work things out, right? Because the belief is that CM Punk's on the whole thing about Collision, even though Tony Khan would not admit it, the whole reason why Collision came up was because they want to have CM Punk on the company, but they want to have him separated from Kenny Omega and some other people. So in this promo, he was, the promo was about Adam Page and him getting back together again and being friends, but it was mostly a real life situation with he had with CM Punk. So we'll see. They're saying so the plan for Roman Reigns. They're saying that as of right now, he will not be defending his title until SummerSlam. They're saying the plan is, Night of Champions. I think he's going to get screwed by the Usos, and they're not going to win the tag team titles. Him and Solo Sikoa. So then they're going to get, I guess that's going to be the end of the Usos with the Bloodline. And then they're going to have the match at Money in the Bank. It's going to be Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos in a tag team match at Money in the Bank. and then so he wouldn't defend his title until SummerSlam. So apparently the plan for the next 2 pay-per-views is for Roman Reigns to be in tag team matches with the Usos, I guess, getting kicked out of the Bloodline coming up. So that, I guess, that's the storyline coming up. That might be the story of the summer, perhaps. The Usos leaving the Bloodline. They might even do Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. That's how the whole Bloodline started back in 2020, right? When Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, Roman Reigns wanted Jey Uso to acknowledge him, and Jey Uso wouldn't do it, so he had to beat it into him. So maybe that's how they plan to finish this. Like I said, it would make a lot of sense. But man, the thing is, they don't want to do it, right? They want Roman Reigns to keep the title until he breaks Hulk Hogan's record, right? Which is 1,400 days. Which that means, because what I wanted was Solo Sikoa to beat him at WrestleMania next year, and then that ends it, right? Kind of how Batista beat Triple H after all those years that they were together in Evolution. But I don't think they're going to do that, because it said that they want him to break the record of Hulk Hogan, which that wouldn't be until towards the end of 2024. So I don't know, whatever. I think we're done, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I think we got one more. MJF. The plan was, where he backstage, he's about to get interviewed by Renee Paquette, and he just throws a microphone. The plan was for him to, do a promo, and then Britt Baker to come up and say, even if you win, you're not going to be champion for much longer, baby. Kind of referring to, obviously, her husband, Adam Cole. So perhaps they were trying to maybe plant the seeds for a MJF Adam Cole feud. But I guess they decided not to do it. Maybe because they're still trying to, still playing still in a way starting the feud with Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. So they're like, because I would think this probably wouldn't be until because the next pay-per-view after a Double or Nothing, it's Forbidden Door, but that's usually more of an AEW versus New Japan type of show. So this wouldn't be probably until maybe Wembley Stadium at All In, I would think. So they're like, this is too far ahead. Yeah, because then the next pay-per-view is into September, that All Out. I don't know. Either one of those two would probably be the plan if they're going to do an MJF Adam Cole feud, either an All In August or All Out in September. I doubt they do it for Forbidden Door. So that's why they're like, oh my God, that wouldn't even be until August, September. Let's not do that right now. So maybe that's why they decided not to do that. Instead, they just had maybe they're like, well, what the hell do you do then? And they couldn't figure out a promo for him, a script. So like, you know what? Just fucking don't do the interview. Just fucking throw her microphone away. All right, I think we're done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. All right, until next time. Holla. What the fuck is happening?